Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we got the second Manhunt target of Year 5 Season 1. This got me thinking about Seasons 2.0, a new way Massive are planning to make seasons more engaging at the end of Year 5 in Season 4, so about March time next year. Now at this stage we know very little about what's coming with Seasons 2.0, although there are rumours, which may or may not be true, circulating on the web. If there is one thing for sure, Seasons 2.0 could and should be a huge shake-up on the seasonal format we've all come to know. Let's talk about rumours and discuss why Seasons 2.0 must deliver. I think it's safe to assume that for the most part the seasonal format has run its course, well at least it has for me anyway. I'm actually a big fan of seasons in a live service game when they are done properly and when over time the seasons innovate with, new ideas that keep the experience fresh. This season, with the Division 2 for example, we've got a change up of manhunts, a subtle change that's been made where we're rescuing civilians this time around, and the progression towards each manhunt target has changed as well. We've also got the castle being rebuilt. All of this stuff is subtle, but definitely changes that make the experience better. And also just make the overall season feel a lot more fresh compared to all the previous seasons before. Now I do want to make a separate video about the manhunt soon, so I won't talk too much about that. Now beyond the manhunt changes, however, this season follows the same formula as all the previous seasons before, which is many years worth of seasons now. And whilst at first it may have been okay, seasons 1 and maybe seasons 2, now I am completely burnt out on the same repeating, content for a number of reasons. You see, the thing is, I don't like leagues at all. If you've been watching me for a while, you guys already know that. I just think leagues are busy work, and that's about it. Global events, they're fun, or at least some of them are. But even the most popular events like Golden Bullet, for example, which everyone loves and I think it's a great global event. For me, this has still run its course just because we've played it so much. And whenever we have an issue with any of the global events, or whenever we have an issue with the game, they always give us Golden Bullet as kind of the, here you go guys, sorry for all the issues, because they know people love it. And we've just played it too much in my opinion. Apparel events are the only events that I look forward to, and sometimes they disappoint, not because they're bad events or the gear isn't well made or anything like that, but sometimes they're just not for me. I mean, I'm not going to enjoy an event where we have scuba diving outfits and stuff, so it's very subjective. If Massive, however, actually gave some decent rewards for events, I would definitely be more inclined to play them, and I may even enjoy them a little bit. Backpack trophies, for me, they're just not good enough. I could be alone in this, of course. I don't know what you guys think about that, so let me know in the comments down below if you're happy with backpack trophies as a reward. I'm not totally against vanity for awards. One thing I love in the Division 2 are masks, and we've got a lot of really, really cool masks, but why not more? If leagues guaranteed you a really cool mask on completion, I'd 100% take the time to play the league event for that reward. The same for global events. I'd also love if maybe one of the exotic caches we got guaranteed an exotic you don't already have. This would give me an incentive to play these events. Global events, they can be fun, but I find it hard to engage with them when the rewards are so poor, because I'm someone who wants to be rewarded with some cool stuff for their time, not some backpack trophy that's barely visible, or some arm patch that you rarely really see. And this kind of only applies to global events that maybe we've played more than once, because some global events, for example when Golden Bullet first came out, I didn't really care about the rewards because I just really enjoyed the global event. It's when you start repeating these global events the rewards become even more important, of course. Now herein lies my first request for Seasons 2.0. If we are going to see global events and leagues continue, return, whatever you want to call it, Massive need to really give us some much better rewards. I would be surprised if leagues continue. Everyone I speak to about seasons complain about leagues and just how poor the content is. And I'm definitely with those people. Global events, however, I would like them to continue so long as we get some new ones. And if possible, I'd love for Massive to look back at how these events worked in the Division, because I just think they were way better in the Division. You had the solo experience, but you also had that group modifier as well, which is something that I think would work really well in the Division too. The rewards as well, they were just way better in the Division. From memory, I think you could get like free masks from some kind of global event. I could be wrong on that, but I know that you got masks from the global events, and it just overall the rewards just way better than Division 2. Aside from leagues, I'm not totally sure what else I'd like to see, but I'd love some kind of community event. In the Division, we had community events, and they were really cool. Why can't these return? How about with each new season we get, maybe a new activity? I'm not sure Massive have the manpower for that, but we can't have the exact same events following seasons 2.0 every season with slightly different busy work that rewards a backpack trophy. That's just not going to be enough for me. I don't think that's going to be enough for any of you guys as well. I'm convinced Massive know this, so I am expecting some big things to change here. In terms of the Manhunt, there are rumours circulating about how these are going to change in quite a big way. And what's changed with Manhunts for this year and this season, as we've all seen, is only a temporary change. Now, what do Massive have up their sleeve? Well, I'm hearing that we may be getting something similar to Diablo seasons, which is kind of funny because we've just got Descent, which is a roguelike game mode, so it kind of fits in with that. Now, if you've never played Diablo, myself, I only played Diablo 3. I think it was Diablo 3. I played Diablo 3 for a little bit. I've not played Diablo 4, although it's something that I probably will get around to eventually. Basically, each season you get a fresh new character, and it's almost like you're starting again, and you use that character to experience the new season. You have this new character experience all that seasonal content, whatever it might be, and your main character, the character that you had previously, is kind of in a separate world, as it were, kind of in a separate instance in many ways. Now, if this were to happen, this would be an extremely bold move for Massive, but I actually think this would be really cool. My favourite part of both the Division and the Division 2 is the new character experience, that level 1 to 30 experience where you start with nothing and almost everything you find is an upgrade. This is my favourite part of any looter shooter game. Of course, I enjoy the end game of these games, but the opening kind of getting up to the highest power, that to me is my favourite part. And nothing changed with the Division 1 or Division 2. The idea that this could be something we experience with each new season, with Seasons 2.0, that has me really excited. Now, some of you, I'm sure, would definitely hate this idea. I know there's going to be people that would be completely against this idea. Diablo 4, for example, is experiencing some backlash for doing this with Diablo 4, even though this is what Diablo have always done. So having someone like this hit the Division 2, where everyone is so precious over what they've earned, I'm not sure how it'll go down. Me personally, when we were talking about level increases, it's something that didn't bother me. I've always been a huge fan of level increases. The Destiny, for example, you've got the power system, the light system, I can't remember what it's called, I've played it for a while. Light levels, I know they've changed it this season where the light level doesn't matter, it doesn't go up, but I've always enjoyed that experience, even though I understand it's actually pointless in many ways. I've always enjoyed that experience. So for me personally, this kind of idea, this Diablo new character season thing, yeah, that's something that would be really cool. This is, of course, a rumor. It's been circulating on Reddit, so how accurate it is, yeah, I don't know. I would be surprised if Massive did this, because this would be a massive change for this game. But I think this game needs a massive change. I think this game needs, seasons-wise, it needs a new direction, something fresh. And yeah, let me know what you think about the idea of this in the comments down below. Whatever Massive decide to do, Seasons 2.0 must deliver and must shake up the seasonal formula. For too long, we've been following the exact same seasonal format, with only apparel events and the story being really its saving grace. Seeing as we only get one new Manhunt target every couple of weeks, and at least with this new season in Year 5, one apparel event, there is a lot of downtime in my household. Unfortunately, I've actually been enjoying the descent mode, even if I have a lot of issues with it, and I enjoy Countdown a lot too, so I'm still able to log in daily and enjoy myself. However, I would love to log in and chase maybe a new mask, or take part in some community event, or maybe continue on with my new character in that season. I can't stress enough to you guys how excited I would be for that. Like really excited. And I know, as I said, people are going to be the opposite way. They're going to be completely against that. So it's up to Massive to decide what to do. Seasons 2.0 could be huge for the Division 2 going into Year 6. And I hope Massive have a lot planned, and I hope it's the right stuff. Let me know what you would like to see with Seasons 2.0 in the comment section down below. That's it for today's video. I am going to start the new Manhunt target and see how the story is progressing, because I am really enjoying the story of the Division 2. That's something I never thought I'd ever say, but I think the story has come on leaps and bounds, and the Division is kind of one of the only games, apart from Destiny, that the story means a lot to me, if that makes sense. It's something that I really engage in. Destiny story for me is probably, it's definitely my favourite story out there. But yeah, I'm really starting to engage in the Division story, and I'm loving where it's going. So yeah, really excited to see what the new comms are for this next Manhunt target. But that's it, guys. Until the next one, Epic out.